As a solo content creator, I'm always looking for ways to create content faster, even easier. That's why I came up with my version of this one stand. It's like a YouTube video content creating thing on a pole at a desk. That's a long title, but that's what I'm going with. So in this video, I thought I'd give you a behind the scenes of how I built this out, everything I'm using, in case you wanted to do something like this or even similar. So I'll put links down in the description to everything I have here, but you don't have to use the same thing I have. You could use a GoPro or a smartphone, or heck, you could even hook up a webcam to this or any kind of mic. But in case you're interested to what I'm using, links in the description. All right, let's start with the camera. Now, I am using the Canon M6 Mark II. Love this camera. One of the things I like about it, it does 4K, but it keeps the autofocus. The M50 Mark II, my other camera, will shoot 4K, but doesn't have that. Has the flip-up screen. The only issue is sometimes it's hard to get to these controls, but I do like the flip-up screen. It's just a solid camera all around. And I have the camera on this arm that's clamped. It's like, I think this is a Manfrotto clamp. You can use any clamp. And it's a straight arm out. On top of the arm is a ball head. And I also have the camera in a small rig cage. And the reason I do that is because you have all these ports and everything you can use. You have a cold shoe here, you have one here if you want it, but it also easily allows me to get to the battery and the port like that. Now, it may be hard to see here, it's not that sexy, but if you notice this cord coming out where generally you would put a battery in, that is actually a dummy battery. And so it's going all the way back here. Here's actually the part of it right here, and it's plugged in to this outlet. And what that does is that gives the camera continual power. I never have to worry about being in the middle of like a take and the battery dying. Okay, let's talk about the lens. I'm using the Tokina 11 to 20 millimeter lens. This is one of my favorite lenses beside the Sigma 16 millimeter. It just works. It's really easy to focus. It has autofocus, manual focus. The clarity is great. It's just wide enough. It does come with a lens hood. Don't know if I need it. I just keep it on there. Now, you can put almost any lens on a Canon camera, but you may need an adapter, and that's what I have to do with this one. And this is an adapter from Photodiox. It's about half the cost of the Canon. It works, and all it does is it allows this lens to fit this camera. All right, let's talk about the microphone. I'm using the Rode VideoMic Go 2. Absolutely love this mic. It's like a little mini shotgun. Let me see if I can take the windscreen off. Look, right there. See, I mean, it's very short, but man, the sound is amazing. Slide that back on. I actually have this on an articulating arm clamped to the one stand, and it is plugged directly in to the camera, and that's why I love this mic. It is powered by the camera. So basically you don't have to worry about batteries running out or anything like that. It just sounds great. And I have it positioned just barely, I don't know if you can see this. You probably can't see it there, but I have it positioned where it's just barely out of the shot, but close enough to my mouth. Now, the light I'm using is called Phostan. I think that's it. I'm not exactly sure, but it's an LED bicolor panel. It's very thin. In fact, if you can see right here, it's not very thick at all. And it comes with this remote. Where's the remote? It comes with this remote. Now, one of the things I don't like about it is it does have, you can change the color temperature. I think it goes from like 3300 to 5500 maybe, and you can change the intensity, how bright it is, but there's no numbers on here, so you're kind of guessing. But for what it is, it's just simple. Now, I did add this piece of like, what do you call it, cloth to it, just a diffusion cloth, just to kind of knock it down a little bit. It is soft as it is and nothing fancy. I've just got it taped on the back, but a really cool light that just you can turn on and off. Now, I've got the whole setup on this stand, and it's an impact stand. And if I go underneath, you notice it has kind of three legs jutting out that have wheels, which I can always unlock. I have them locked down right now where they're not going anywhere, and I have a sandbag on it, but I can roll this all over my office. For now, I've just decided to lock it down here at this desk, and on it I've got other poles and things like that. It's a very, very solid stand for all your gear, and you could even hook up a lot of other stuff on here if you wanted. Now the desk I actually got at Target. Wasn't that expensive. I love the finish. It's kind of like a faux, is that white pine oak? I don't know. But I can actually use it now for if I wanted to do top down. Look at that. Isn't that a nice look? But it's just enough for me to have a desk here. It's even got a drawer that I have nothing in. And it's lightweight enough if I want to move it. It's just easy to slide around. One of the things I've also decided to do is hook this up so I'm recording straight to my laptop. And to do that, so this camera has a clean HDMI out, which means if you notice all that stuff right there, all the information, well, notice it's gone there. That's clean HDMI out. And I'm using this cable, I think it's from Atmos, I'm not really sure. It's going to a capture card, and this one is just from Pingo. It's not that expensive. On my other computer, I'm using Elgato, Camlink Elgato. It's plugged right in, and right now, what I have open is, this is wave.video. I gotta say, the more I use it, it's just nice. So what I'll do is a lot of times, I'll sit down here, I'll just hit record here, and then instead of recording in the camera, I'm recording to my hard drive, and then I can take it into Final Cut or wherever I want to edit it. So if you've got a question about anything I mentioned or just a suggestion, let me know down in the comments. And if you got something out of this, consider subscribing too. I'm Kevin. I really appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out.